What is time? Not the kind that shows up on clocks, or tells you you're late, or makes you panic when the microwave says 1 second and your food's still cold. I mean real time. We all agree it's a thing. We chase it, we waste it, we run out of it. We wish we had more of it. The thing we're all swimming in but can't see. The thing that ages you, makes you nostalgic, and won't stop no matter how tight you squeeze your eyes shut. What is time really? Ask a scientist and they'll say something like, well, time is a dimension like space, and together they form space-time, which is curved by gravity and blah blah Einstein blah.
Albert Einstein once said that time exists so that everything doesn't happen all at once.
But that's just science talk for we kinda still don't know. Because for something so universal, so unavoidable, think about it. You can't see time, you can't touch it, you can't bottle it up like air or chug it like a Celsius. And yet every single thing that has ever happened to you has happened in time. Time is the frame, you are the painting. But also, you're the one painting it, while blindfolded, with a brush made of memory and a palette of chaos. The weirdest part? According to the laws of physics, time doesn't have to move forward. There's nothing stopping it from going backward. In fact, the equations don't even care which direction time moves in. It's like asking math if it prefers jazz or country. So why does our time always move forward? Most scientists blame entropy.
Entropy it doesn't simply apply to energy. It seems to be a law that could apply to society, to politics, even to our individual lives.
Entropy is a fancy word for the universe slowly falling apart. Ice melting, buildings collapsing, people forgetting your birthday. Everything goes from order to disorder. It's like putting a pizza in a blender. Easy to do, impossible to reverse. And that one-way direction from order to chaos gives us the arrow of time. Which sounds epic, but mostly just means we age. We lose, we forget, we run out. But what if time isn't out there at all? What if it's just in here? Your experience of time is weirdly flexible. When you're 5, summers feel infinite. When you're 35, an entire year can pass between 2 dentist appointments. So did time actually move faster? Or did you just stop paying attention? Studies show that your perception of time is linked to memory. The more memories you make in a period of time, the longer it feels. That's why vacations feel longer than work weeks, why your childhood felt like an entire lifetime, and why your 20s felt like an Instagram story you forgot to save. There's also this thing called time dilation, straight out of Einstein's relativity. If you travel close to the speed of light, time slows down for you. So technically, you could get in a spaceship, zoom around for what feels like 2 years, come back to Earth, and find out 50 years have passed. Your friends are old, your crush is married, and no one uses Spotify anymore. But let's go weirder. In quantum mechanics, the Wild West of physics, time isn't even fundamental. Some physicists think it emerges from deeper laws, kind of like how flavor emerges from MSG and denial. One theory says that everything exists as a big blob of now. No past, no future, just infinite possibilities existing at once. Which sounds cool, until you realize that means your embarrassing high school haircut is still happening somewhere. And here's the twist. All the nows already exist. This idea is called the block universe theory, where the past, present, and future all coexist, like a loaf of bread. Each slice is a moment. You're just sliding your consciousness through the loaf 1 second at a time. Which also means free will? Maybe just an illusion. Maybe you're not choosing the path, you're just riding the escalator. But you don't feel like a loaf. You feel like a person, with memories and hopes, and that one playlist you keep making sadder. So maybe time isn't about physics. Maybe it's about consciousness. Because without consciousness, there's no before or after. Just particles doing particle things. Here's where it gets personal. I once had a lucid dream where I asked, "What is time?" A little girl appeared, said, "Time is a mirror and shattered into birds." So, I still have no idea. But it felt real. Like, too real. Like I'd accidentally asked a question the universe didn't want me to. The brain is weird like that. It organizes everything with timestamps. Your whole identity is basically a scrapbook of moments. You are your memories. But memories change. You edit them, you overwrite them, sometimes you just make them up. So if your memories are unstable, and time is memory, then what even is reality? Maybe this is why we're obsessed with time. We track it, we measure it, we monetize it. Time is money, they say. But that's not true. Time is way worse. You can't earn it, you can't save it, you can only spend it. And when it's gone, you don't even get a receipt. Here's the cruel joke. Time doesn't care about you. But you care about time. You care when you're late. You care when you're old. You care when someone says, "We need to talk at 9:42 p.m. Time is the ultimate authority. It's the one thing we can't cheat, can't rewind, and can't buy more of. But maybe, just maybe, that's what makes it valuable. Philosopher Soren Kierkegaard said, "Life can only be understood backward, but it must be lived forward." Which sounds poetic, until you realize it means you'll never fully understand your life while you're living it. So what is time, really? A dimension? A perception? A construct? A prank? Maybe time is just the universe's way of stopping everything from happening all at once. Maybe it's the sandbox where consciousness plays. Maybe it's the one thing that gives life meaning, because it's always running out. All I know is this. One day, you were born, and one day, you'll die. And in between, there's a river of seconds. Some you'll savor, some you'll waste. Some will change everything. But you never know which second that will be. So whatever time is, don't wait for it to explain itself. Live it, before it forgets you were here.